let's talk about the best Prebuilt gaming PCs of the month for the month of July 2022. Now, I made a recent video about the best 4th of July deals that you can get right now, and some of them is still on a deal, so I recommend you buying your Prebuilt PC as soon as possible if you want to get the best deal right now. And don't worry, I try to update this list every single week, so if you can't get some of these deals right now, don't worry, I will still update you weekly. And if your budget is below the number 1 PC on this video, which is going to be the cheapest one, or is more expensive than the most expensive one on this list, you will have plenty of different budgets down below in the description for you to get the best PC that you can get for the price. With that being said, let's start. With the first one, we have one that I mentioned a lot, and it's the Victus 15L. The base model is $734, but I do recommend you doing some upgrades before buying this PC if you want the best experience out of this gaming computer. The first one being the RAM, I recommend you going with 16 gigs of RAM instead of 8 gigs. Don't worry, this is really easy to do. You just have to click on customize and buy and change the components. And then for the primary storage, I recommend you going for at least 500 gigs of SSD. Now, the total price will be somewhere around $935, but don't worry because I have a 5% off coupon, so you end up saving an extra $50, and the total price will be $888 for the upgraded version of this PC, and will be excellent for 1080p gaming. Now, if you have a budget around $750, don't worry, get the base model. These are easy upgrades to make down the line if you don't want to do them right now. And I think that this PC for a starter gaming desktop is excellent, since you get a GTX 1660 Super alongside the i5-12400 for the CPU, which is an excellent GPU-CPU combination for 1080p gaming. So this PC won't have any problems for 60 FPS average on every single game at 1080p resolution. Now, if you want something more upgradable, you can get this Skytech Chronos Mini from Amazon. This one is $880, and it comes with the i5-10400F and the GTX 1660, 1TB of NVMe SSD and 16 gigs of RAM. Is $8 cheaper than the Victus 15L. It's going to be slightly worse on performance, but you get more upgradability. So if you're looking for something that's more upgradable down the line, then go with the Skytech one. But if you want the best performance out of any gaming desktop for the price as of right now, for around $900, I think that you should get the Victus 15L instead. With the next one, we have the 45L, and it's on a huge discount as well right now. With the coupon code that I will leave in the description with every single PC, you have a 10% discount for this one. So I do recommend you clicking on customize and buy and changing the GPU to the RTX 3060 Ti, then applying the coupon, and for $1,358 you are going to get a gaming PC with the Ryzen 7 5800X, which is a beast of a CPU for both gaming and multitasking. And the cooling solution for the 45L is excellent, so you don't have to worry about temperatures at all. And then you get the RTX 3060 Ti, which is an excellent 1440p graphics card. Now, of course, you can play at 1080p, but I would recommend you buying this PC if you have or you want to buy a 1440p monitor, because if you do that, you will get the best experience out of this PC. Then you get 16 gigs of RAM, 500 gigs of SSD, which you can upgrade if you feel like it's not enough, and the price is excellent for this type of PC, and overall it's going to be great for 1440p, both for content creation and gaming. With the next one, we have this Skytech Chronos from the Skytech gaming website. This one used to be $1,700, right now it's on a discount because of the 4th of July, it's $1,500, and here you get the i5-12600KF, which is an excellent CPU. The F version stands for no iGPU. For that reason, if you're really into content creation, I will look for the i5-12600K instead, non-F version, but for gaming, this one is more than enough. Then for the GPU, you get the RTX 3070, which is going to be slightly better than the 3060 Ti. This graphics card is, in my opinion, one of the best for 1440p gaming, but you can start doing some 4K gaming depending on the games that you want to play. Then you get 16 gigs of RAM, 1TB of SSD, a 650W 80+ gold power supply, so excellent for feature upgradability as well. And on top of that, you get a great case with a front mesh panel and 4 RGB fans, so the airflow and temperatures for this PC are going to be great as well. And the i5-12600K RTX 3070 combination is excellent for just the price of $1,500. But for an extra 100 on Newegg, you can get another one from Skytech. This time is the Chronos with upgraded components. So for $1,600, you get the i7-12700 which is going to be slightly better in both productivity work and gaming than the i5-2600KF. And then you get the RTX 3070 Ti version, which once again is going to be slightly better than the 3070. This is more of a 4K gaming PC than 1440p. So if you have a 4K monitor or you want to buy one, this one is the one to go. And I feel like $100 of difference for this to upgrade is worth the price, since if you want to upgrade the CPU or the GPU in the future, it's going to cost you a lot more than just $100. But of course, it's up to you and up to your budget. With the next one, we have another 45L. This time we have a higher end PC. It has the RTX 3080 and the i7-12700K. Finally, the K version. So if you're a content creation, I will look for this one instead of any other PC that I've just mentioned, because you get that extra iGPU that is going to help you, especially with video editing. The total price for this PC is $2,400, but like I said before, you have a coupon code for a 10% discount. So the total price will be around $2,150. I'm not going to get into too much detail on how this PC is going to run at 1440p gaming, because I have a whole video talking about this PC and testing it into games, and there's also a benchmark video coming out soon. So I do recommend you watching my review about this PC if you're interested in buying it, and also clicking that bell button to get notified when I upload the benchmarks video. But let me tell you that for the price of $2,150, it's going to deliver an excellent performance for gaming and also multitasking, so it's highly recommended. And the best one on the list, we have an expensive gaming desktop for $4,150. I know it's really expensive, and the jump from $2,100 all the way up to $4,150 is huge, I know, but remember what I said at the beginning, you will have more PCs down below in the description for more budgets. Now this one has the i9-12900K. If you're just looking for gaming, this is a totally overkill. I think that this PC is for the type of people that are professionals, or you really want the best of the best and you want a gaming PC for at least the next 6 years. I think this PC is worth the price, but if you're just for gaming, I feel like the 45L is going to get the job done and you don't need more than that. But if you're a really serious content creator, the i9-12900K and the RTX 3090 combination is going to be the best combo for you. On top of that, you get a 3690 DDR5 motherboard, which for right now DDR5 doesn't make any sense, but in the near future, with new technologies coming out, it's probably going to improve by a lot, so keep that in mind. You get 32 gigs of RAM, of 4800MHz RGB DDR5 memory, a 360mm all-in-one liquid cooler. So for both gaming and content creation, I think it's one of the best PCs that you can get out there. Now the storage is only 1TB, it's Gen 4 SSD, it's not going to make a difference for gaming, but if you're transferring files all the time, Gen 4 is going to be much faster. But that's the only thing that I recommend you upgrading. All of the other components are top tier, once again for both gaming and productivity. Once again, this PC, I think, in my opinion, is one of the best PCs out there. But again, it's super pricey, so if you have the money to buy it, then great, but this PC is not for everyone. That was my whole list. If you found it helpful, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content. And one of my next videos is going to be about the best budget Prebuilt PCs of the month, so keep that in mind if you're working on a tight budget. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.